One, two, three, 270. All right.
270 votes. Sounds easy enough. Just get more votes than the other guy, right?
Nope. You need to win states to get their electoral votes. Collect 270 electoral votes, and boom, you're the president.
Hey there, future political strategists. Welcome to our deep dive into the fascinating world of the U.S. presidential election. Many people believe that the candidate with the most votes wins the presidency. But the truth is, it's not quite that simple. In the U.S., it's all about reaching a magic number, 270 electoral votes. Today, we'll unravel the mystery of the Electoral College and show you how it works, why it matters, and how to navigate its complexities to win the White House. Chào mừng các bạn đến với chuyên mục khám phá sâu về cuộc bầu cử tổng thống Hoa Kỳ đầy kịch tính. Nhiều người có suy nghĩ rằng ứng viên nhận được nhiều phiếu bầu nhất sẽ giành chiến thắng. Tuy nhiên, sự thật phức tạp hơn rất nhiều. Ở Mỹ, yếu tố quyết định nằm ở con số kỳ diệu 270 phiếu đại cử tri. Hôm nay, chúng ta sẽ cùng nhau khám phá bí ẩn của hệ thống đại cử tri, tìm hiểu cách thức hoạt động của nó, vai trò quan trọng mà nó nắm giữ và cách thức mà các ứng viên điều hướng sự phức tạp để giành chiến thắng tại Tòa Bạch Ốc. Now, I know this can be confusing, especially if you're used to elections where every single vote is counted equally. So, let's use a soccer game analogy to explain the Electoral College. Imagine a big soccer tournament. Instead of counting every goal scored across all the matches, the winner is decided by how many matches they win, not the total number of goals. Let's say your team scores 10 goals in one game but only wins that match. Those 10 goals won't help you in the next game. You need to win each individual match to become the overall champion. Intrigue. In the U.S. election, each state is like one of those matches. You don't need to win by a huge margin, just by one vote. The winner of the state gets all the points, which are the electoral votes. So even if one candidate wins by a small margin in many states, they can still become the overall winner if they win enough matches or states to collect 270 electoral votes. Bây giờ tôi hiểu rằng khái niệm này có thể gây khó hiểu, nhất là khi bạn đã quen với việc trong những cuộc bầu cử mà mỗi lá phiếu đều được tính ngang bằng. Để dễ hiểu hơn, chúng ta hãy tưởng tượng một thí dụ từ bóng đá nhằm giải thích về hệ thống đại cử tri. Hãy hình dung rằng có một giải đấu bóng đá lớn, thay vì tính tổng số bàn thắng mà mỗi đội ghi được trong suốt giải đấu, người chiến thắng lại được xác định dựa trên số trận thắng của đội đó, chứ không phải tổng số bàn thắng. Giả sử đội của bạn ghi được 10 bàn trong một trận đấu, nhưng chỉ thắng trận đó, những bàn thắng đó sẽ không còn giá trị ở các trận đấu sau. Điều quan trọng là bạn phải chiến thắng từng trận đấu để trở thành nhà vô địch cuối cùng. Trong cuộc bầu cử Hoa Kỳ, mỗi tiểu bang cũng giống như một trận đấu riêng lẻ. Bạn không cần phải giành chiến thắng với cách biệt lớn, chỉ cần nhiều hơn một phiếu là đủ. Người thắng cuộc ở mọi tiểu bang sẽ nhận toàn bộ điểm của tiểu bang đó, tức là số phiếu đại cử tri.
Wow, the Electoral College is so confusing. Can you explain it again, please? And seriously, why do they even call it a college? Do I get a diploma or something when I finally understand how it works? Because right now, it feels like I really need a degree just to figure this thing out.
That's a great explanation of how the Electoral College works in the United States. The number of electoral votes each state has is based on its population, which is determined by the yearly census. Larger states, like California and Texas, have more people and therefore more electoral votes, while smaller states, like Wyoming and Vermont, have fewer. To win the presidency, a candidate must secure most of these electoral votes, at least 270 out of 538. This system means that candidates often focus their campaigns on swing states, which can change their voting patterns from one election to another, rather than just concentrating on the states with the most electoral votes. It's an interesting blend of population representation and the federal structure of the U.S., where even smaller states have a voice in the electoral process, albeit smaller compared to the larger states.
Let's talk about when candidates won the popular vote but lost the election. This has happened a few times in U.S. history. And it's always a bit surprising to people who aren't familiar with the Electoral College. Al Gore in 2000. Gore won over 500,000 more votes than George W. Bush across the country. But Bush won with 271 electoral votes after a contentious battle in Florida, where just a few hundred votes determined the outcome. Hillary Clinton in 2016. Clinton received nearly 3 million more votes than Donald Trump nationwide. But Trump won 304 electoral votes by taking key swing states like Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin, which ultimately gave him the victory. So even though more people voted for Clinton and Gore overall, they lost because they didn't win enough states to get those critical electoral votes.
Now, let's talk about something even more important: swing states, or battleground states. These are states that could go either way in the election, and they usually decide who becomes president. Swing states are critical because they're not reliably blue Democratic or red Republican. These states can change their votes from one election to the next, which makes them the focus of most campaign efforts. States like Arizona, Pennsylvania, Georgia, and Wisconsin are examples of swing states. A candidate can win or lose the presidency by just a few thousand votes in these key states. It's like in our soccer analogy, these swing states are the toughest matches, and winning them can give you the points you need to become the champion. Even if you scored a ton of goals elsewhere, losing these crucial matches could cost you the tournament.
Now let's break down the concepts of blue states and red states. These are states that consistently vote for one political party. Blue states. These are states that traditionally vote for the Democratic Party, like California, New York, and Illinois. Red states. These are states that reliably vote for the Republican Party, such as Texas, Alabama, and Utah. And because blue and red states are more predictable, candidates don't spend as much time campaigning there. Instead, their focus is on the swing states, where those electoral votes are up for grabs. Now let's also take a quick look at the major platforms of both parties. Democratic Party platform. Healthcare. Advocates for expanding access to healthcare, reducing prescription drug costs, and improving coverage. Climate change. Supports strong action on climate change by investing in renewable energy and cutting carbon emissions. Social justice. Promotes racial, gender, and LGBTQ+ rights and aims to reduce inequality across the country.
Republican Party platform. Economy focuses on reducing taxes for businesses and individuals, cutting government regulations, and stimulating economic growth through free market policies. Immigration emphasizes securing the borders and enforcing stricter immigration policies. Energy promotes energy independence through domestic oil, gas, and fossil fuel production. Each party has different priorities. But in the end, it's not about who gets the most total votes, it's about how their platforms appeal to voters in those key swing states.
With all of this talk about the Electoral College and winning swing states, let's not forget something that's just as important: the integrity of the candidates. Integrity matters. A candidate who has a track record of honesty, fairness, and respect for the law is crucial for maintaining the public's trust. Trustworthiness. Leaders should lead by example and be transparent about their actions, not deceive the public or spread false information. Accountability. A leader must respect the democratic process, follow the rule of law, and never act like they are above it. Choosing a president isn't just about the policies they support. It's about whether they have the character to lead with integrity. Do they tell the truth? Do they respect the law? These are the questions we need to ask when deciding who to vote for.
As we wrap up, remember that the U.S. presidential election isn't just about the popular vote. It's about reaching 270 electoral votes. And that's why swing states, electoral votes, and integrity in leadership matter so much. So, when it's time to vote, think carefully about who truly deserves your support. Look at their policies, but also consider their character. Who will lead with honesty, integrity, and respect for everyone? Thank you for watching, and be sure to stay informed as we approach the 2024 election. And most importantly, make your vote count for someone who values truth and justice. Thanks for joining us on this journey through the U.S. presidential election. If you found this video helpful, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe to our channel.